You know that feeling when you get fully dressed, you look in the mirror, and instead of feeling elegant and confident, you just feel covered? Like the outfit is technically fine, but somehow your presence, your femininity, your natural grace just did not show up the way you wanted? I want you to know that feeling has a very specific reason. And it is not what you think. There are 7 blouse mistakes that almost every petite woman over 50 is making right now. Small, invisible mistakes that are quietly aging the appearance, shortening the silhouette, and dulling the elegance of even the most beautifully chosen wardrobe. And every single one of them is completely fixable, starting today. Now we are going through all 7. But I need you to stay with me until number 7 specifically, because that last mistake is the one most women never see coming. It is the one hiding inside outfits you already believe are working. Outfits you wear confidently and regularly, and it is doing more visual damage than all the others combined. You will want to see it. Trust me on that. Now grab your coffee, let's get started. The first mistake is wearing high necklines on your blouses, and it is quietly aging you every single time you do it. Be honest with me, you have reached for that turtleneck, that high crew neck, that beautifully thick collar because it felt elegant, covered, and safe. You put it on, you looked in the mirror, and instead of feeling polished, you felt heavier, more tired, somehow smaller, and you walked out wearing it anyway because you could not figure out what was wrong. That right there is the mistake. Not you, not your body, but the neckline of that blouse working directly against your most beautiful features without you even realizing it. As we move through our 50s, 60s, and 70s, the jawline softens, the neck develops a natural feminine fullness, and the upper chest becomes more delicate. When a blouse neckline cuts straight across all of that, it compresses everything. It shortens your neck visually, shadows your face from below, and closes off the exact space where light and femininity want to open up. The blouse is not doing its job. It is doing the opposite. Now let me show you what to wear instead. A soft V-neck blouse, an open collar, a gently scooped neckline, a slightly unbuttoned shirt. These are not bold choices. They are elegant ones. What they do is create vertical movement near your face, draw the eye upward, let your collarbones breathe, and suddenly your face looks lifted, brighter, softer, and remarkably more feminine. Same woman, completely different presence. That is what the right blouse neckline does. And the second mistake? It is what you are wearing underneath all that fabric. And it is making you disappear completely. The second mistake is hiding inside oversized blouses. And I say this with complete understanding because almost every woman I have ever known has done this at some point. You found a blouse that was a size larger than usual, and something about it felt like relief. It skimmed over the stomach, it softened the arms, it gave you room to breathe without feeling exposed. So you bought it, and then you bought another one like it. And slowly your wardrobe filled with blouses that were just a little too big, a little too long, a little too everywhere. And here is the painful truth about that mistake. That blouse you chose for comfort is the exact reason your reflection sometimes confuses you. Oversized blouses do not hide anything. They erase everything. They swallow your shoulders, blur your waistline, shorten your legs, and make even the most expensive fabric look unfinished and disconnected from your body. You stop looking like a woman in a beautiful blouse. You start looking like a beautiful blouse wearing a woman. I want you to understand that the instinct to cover up is not wrong, but the execution of it is costing you your elegance. Softness does not come from volume. It comes from proportion. Now let me show you what to wear instead. A softly tailored blouse with clean shoulder seams. A fluid semi-fitted silhouette in a fabric that skims rather than clings. Something that quietly follows your body without announcing every detail. When that blouse moves with you, draping gently, falling cleanly, resting exactly where it should, you look lighter, more intentional, more refined, and completely, beautifully balanced. You are not dressing to disappear anymore. And the third mistake? It is still about length. And it is shortening you in ways you have never considered. The third mistake is letting your blouse hang untucked and too long. And this one is silently stealing inches from your height every single day. You know exactly what I am talking about. You put on a blouse you genuinely love. You leave it untucked because tucking feels too structured or too attention-drawing around the middle, and you tell yourself it looks relaxed and effortless. But then, you catch your reflection in a shop window and something feels off. Your legs look shorter than they should. Your torso feels heavy. The whole outfit looks a little undefined, a little unfinished, like the blouse is in charge and your body is somewhere underneath it. That is not effortless. That is the mistake working against you in plain sight. Here is what I want you to understand about proportion. When a blouse hem falls past the widest part of your hip, it visually cuts your body at the worst possible point. It adds heaviness where you want flow. It buries the leg line you absolutely want to show. And on a petite frame over 50, that single styling mistake can make an entire elegant outfit feel shapeless and disconnected. Now let me show you what to wear instead. A soft front tuck, not rigid, not perfectly pressed, just a gentle gathering of fabric at the front of the waistband. That one small adjustment does something almost surprising. Your legs reappear. Your posture lifts. The blouse stops dominating and starts belonging to you again. We are not cinching or constricting anything. We are simply returning balance, flow, and intention to your silhouette. And the fourth mistake? It is not about the shape of your blouse at all. It is about what your blouse is actually made of. The fourth mistake is choosing heavy fabrics for your blouses. And this one is exhausting your entire appearance without you ever suspecting the fabric is the problem. You have stood in a store, felt a blouse between your fingers, and decided it felt substantial, quality, serious. So you bought it, you brought it home, you put it on, and something about the whole picture felt stiff, a little rigid, a little aging in a way you could not name. The blouse was not cheap. The color was right, but it sat on your body instead of moving with it. And that difference, that invisible difference, is exactly where elegance either lives or disappears. Heavy stiff cotton, thick knits, bulky draping fabrics, clingy synthetics, these do not add polish to a petite mature frame. They add visual weight. They press down on the shoulders, widen the torso, and make the body appear shorter and older than it has any reason to look. I want you to think about the most elegant women you have ever admired. What you remember is not structure. It is a movement. It is the way their clothing shifted and flowed and caught the light as they walked. That is fabric doing its most beautiful work. Now let me show you what to wear instead. Lightweight crepe, washed silk, breathable matte jersey, fluid cotton blends, soft satin. These fabrics move when you move. They drape along the torso with quiet grace, create soft folds near the face that catch light beautifully, and give your entire silhouette a sense of ease and refined femininity that heavier blouses simply cannot deliver. We are not sacrificing quality. We are choosing movement over mass and softness over stiffness. And the fifth mistake? It is closer to your fingertips than you think. The fifth mistake is wearing blouse sleeves that swallow your arms and hands, and it is unraveling your elegance from the wrist up without you realizing it. You know this feeling exactly. You put on a blouse that fits beautifully everywhere else, but the sleeves are just slightly too long. They creep past your wrist, bunch around your cuff, or hang with that extra inch of fabric that makes everything look slightly off. So you roll them, you push them up, you tug them back down. You spend the entire day adjusting, and even when the blouse is genuinely beautiful, something about your overall appearance feels unfinished. That constant adjustment, that quiet frustration, is the mistake telling you something important. Dropped shoulders, oversized cuffs, and sleeves that cover the hand do not look relaxed on a petite, mature frame. They look overwhelming. They visually shrink the arm, blur the wrist, and pull the entire silhouette downward into heaviness. I want you to understand that the wrist is one of the most naturally graceful and slender parts of the mature body. It does not change the way other areas do. And when your blouse sleeve ends intentionally, right at that point, something quietly extraordinary happens. Now let me show you what to wear instead. Bracelet sleeves. 3/4 lengths. A tailored cuff that ends with purpose and precision. When that sleeve stops at the right place, your wrist appears. Your jewelry catches the light. Your arm looks longer, leaner, and remarkably more refined. The whole blouse settles into elegance it could not find before. We are simply revealing what was always graceful. And the sixth mistake? It is written all over your blouse, quite literally. The sixth mistake is choosing loud prints and horizontal details on your blouses, and when the print is wrong, the blouse wears you, and you simply disappear inside it. You've been drawn to a print before because it felt joyful, feminine, full of personality. A bold floral, a wide stripe, a graphic pattern with beautiful colors that caught your eye immediately. You brought it home, you put it on, and instead of feeling vibrant, you felt overwhelmed. Busy, like the blouse was having a loud conversation and you were standing somewhere behind it. That feeling is not your imagination. That is the mistake in full effect. Oversized florals, wide horizontal stripes, heavy contrast panels, and busy chest details do something very specific on a petite mature frame. They interrupt. They pull the eye in every direction at once. They widen the body horizontally. They shorten the silhouette. And they push your face, your posture, and your natural feminine presence completely into the background. I want you to understand that personality in a blouse does not require volume. It requires intention. Now let me show you what to wear instead. A blouse with a smaller, refined print, soft tonal texture, subtle vertical movement in the pattern, delicate detailing that guides the eye gently upward rather than scattering it sideways. Under natural light, a quietly printed blouse does something a loud one never can. It moves with grace, it flatters without fighting, and it lets your face remain exactly where it belongs, at the center of every room you walk into. We are not removing personality from your wardrobe. We are refining it. And the seventh mistake? It is the most visually powerful one of all, and you're probably making it today. The seventh mistake is wearing harsh color contrast that cuts your body in half. And this one is the most visually powerful blouse mistake of all, because it happens in outfits you already believe are working. You have worn it 100 times. A crisp white blouse with dark trousers. A deep navy top with cream pants. A bold colored blouse with contrasting bottoms. It feels classic. It feels intentional. It feels like something polished women wear. But here's what I want you to honestly consider. When you stand in the mirror wearing those two contrasting colors, your eye stops moving at your waist. It lands on that dividing line between light and dark, and it simply stops. And when the eye stops at the waist on a petite frame, the body reads as two short separate halves instead of one long, elegant whole. That sharp horizontal break is quietly erasing your height, your fluidity, and your natural grace every single time. Now let me show you what to wear instead. Navy with navy, cream with soft camel, charcoal with warm gray, muted blue layers, tonal neutrals that flow from your blouse down through your outfit without interruption. When we remove that harsh color break and replace it with one continuous tonal line, something remarkable happens. Your body elongates. Your silhouette softens. You look calmer, more refined, more expensive, and more effortlessly elegant without changing a single thing about yourself. I want you to try this once and watch how dramatically your entire presence shifts. We are not complicating your wardrobe. We are finally letting it work the way it always should have. These 7 blouse mistakes have one thing in common. They are all completely and elegantly fixable. You now have all 7 blouse mistakes, and more importantly, you know exactly what to wear instead. These are not complicated changes. They are not about buying an entirely new wardrobe or following rules that feel restrictive and joyless. They are simply about understanding what your blouse is doing to your silhouette, your presence, and your elegance, and making small, intentional adjustments that completely transform how you look and feel every single day. The right neckline opens your face. The right fit honors your shape. The right length restores your height. The right fabric moves with your body. The right sleeve reveals your grace. The right print lets you lead. The right color keeps the eye moving through you, not stopping at you. That is the difference between a blouse that works and a blouse that quietly works against you. Now I want to hear from you. Look back at these 7 mistakes and tell me honestly, which one have you been making? Drop it in the comments below. You might be surprised how many women are right there with you. And if this gave you a new way of seeing yourself in your wardrobe, this channel is exactly where you belong. We upload new fashion and style videos every single day. made specifically for women who understand that elegance is not about age, it is about knowledge. Subscribe and make this your space for style, confidence, and the kind of beauty that only gets better with time.